And here we are. Welcome, everybody. It is Roger and Cindy Wilton coming to
I'm Roger.
you from Beausejour, Manitoba. We are back from Washington, D.C., and this is Wilton's Way, Episode 6. So the last time we came to you, we were live from the nation's capital, and we broadcasted from the Capitol Hill, from Capitol Hill, and it was just such an amazing, breathtaking, actually, place to be, and it's really quite spectacular. I mean, you see it on TV, and it's completely different from what it normally is. So if you're jumping on here, the last time that we did a Facebook Live from our computer, the sound was really crappy. So if the sound is okay, can you guys give us some likes and hearts on the screen there so that we know?
Yeah, drop us a one.
So we know that we're coming in loud and clear and not breaking up like we did the last time when we came from our. Okay, perfect. We see some hearts and likes there.
Thumb.
Great, awesome.
And another thumb. And
so let us know where you're coming in from and if you're catching us live or on the replay. So a couple of things that happened and that we took notice of when we were in Washington. So if you're ever going for a visit there, everybody has headphones. So we took the metro a lot, and while we were on the metro, people wore headphones a lot, and it was crazy. Oh, we got some visitors that just came in, so they'll be able to watch us live while we're doing this. Everybody wore headphones, and Roger thinks that's because they didn't want to hear the lady sing all the time on the metro. Please step back and let people come off the metro and through the doors or whatever it was.
So they just like to zone out.
Everybody who came on the metro, lots of them, I don't know why I was checking, but lots of them were not wearing wedding rings. They were wearing headphones. Everybody is dressed up in suits. It's crazy. And they all have backpacks.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the way to travel when you're traveling on the metro or you're a Washingtonian or whatever, is to have backpacks and stuff. So we did a lot of eating, like we said, but that is the reason why that was Roger's dad's wife is Bolivian, and so of the Bolivian culture, they're very regimented in how they eat and how much they eat.
Well, everybody we know around us likes to eat. They like to eat bananas. And all that kind of great stuff.
It's very much, 9:30 is breakfast, and 12:30 is dinner, and 5:30 is
lunch,
and then 5:30 is dinner, and then you have tea time, and you have snack time.
Cookies, you have to have cookies.
And so it was just like, yeah. So it was tough to do, but we're very happy to say that both of us only gained 1 pound while we were there, and must have been doing all the walking. But we did take our supplements with us, and we stuck to our supplements, and I guess they really helped.
We stuck to everything, right? That and the exercising and drank water and all the good things. But the supplements helped, and our steps and
we walked. So almost every day we got over 15,000 steps in, and we even rented a couple of bikes for an hour and drove around Washington.
Cool.
It was cool. So they have like bike trails. So here they have signs for highways, and
first of all, they have bike stands, right? Everywhere you go, like almost every second street corner, there's a lot of bikes,
large rack
and
of
bike racks, but they're locked, and just for a mere $2 half hour. A credit card later, and then boom, they unlock, and you can take the bike anywhere you want in the city, anywhere, and then you just drop it off at one of these docking stations. So it's pretty cool. So
so we rented one from downtown, like from National Mall, which is where Capitol Hill is, and all that. And we rode to Georgetown, which is about a 20-minute ride, I guess, on the bike trail. So you get to avoid all the traffic. You get to avoid all the well, there's a few pedestrians, but it was pretty cool. So we rented the bike and we did that, and but our juice that we take allowed us to do all this stuff and not feel sore or maybe a little stiff in the morning, but I mean, who wouldn't be stiff doing all that steps every
Yeah,
single day,
no,
right?
we took our supplements and yeah.
And the great thing is that normally you would drink it like this, like I'm going to do because I haven't taken mine yet today. Mm-hmm.
Having a shot.
But when you travel, they come in these fancy little cubes, little chews, so it's easy to pack along.
Yeah,
so you're not
and they really work well for you. They keep everything moving, and you can
keep the joints lubricated.
Keep the joints lubricated.
There you go.
Let's keep this clean. It's a family show.
So while we were in Washington, though, we got a 911 call from our daughter, Shaylin, who, everybody's been watching, they know that she is in Quebec. And her phone fried.
Literally, I guess, fried. Smoke signals were sent out to
plugged it in.
Miles around.
Plugged it in, and the charger started smoking, and it blew up her phone, basically.
Yeah.
And so she was quite distraught. Was messaging through Facebook and on her family's computer that she's staying with, and saying, I guess I'll stay here for the rest of the 6 weeks without a phone and whatever. So we weren't able to FaceTime, I guess, not FaceTime. It would be video chatting with her through Facebook Messenger.
Only, so she had to be near a computer, which would be just home, because I don't think she had access to.
So so the next day she had video chatted us, and she started to cry, and I felt so bad for her. I know, but
she was a little emotional.
She was a little emotional, and I said, "Why are you crying?" And she's like, "Well, I was going to take pictures for you." We felt really bad, and she's out in halfway across the country with no means of
Saint Damien de Buckland.
Yeah. So our plane landed, and we had to hit the ground running, basically. So we got in. Our plane left first of all at 6:15 in the morning from Washington with daylight savings time.
Yeah, so we lost an extra hour.
And we set our alarms, but because the clocks went ahead, it pushed our alarm to the following day.
So they never went off?
They never went off.
So thank goodness for my dad.
Yeah,
he just said, hey,
and that was to spare.
Yeah, half hour almost. And we had to be out the door. So kudos to my beautiful wife who got ready in half an hour. That's anybody that knows Cindy knows there's a little bit more of a process to that. And she was able to compact it into half an hour.
But I did pack the night before, so that was a good thing.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And so anyway, we got, landed in Winnipeg. My parents picked us up, and we went and got something to eat.
Right.
And then Dallin got called up to play with the St. Vital Victorias.
Yes, of the MMJHL.
Right. League. So they had AP'd him, and he went and he played a game with them yesterday. So we were going to go change out the phone. A whole bunch of crap happened. Couldn't do it yet. Couldn't do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
So Dallin had driven into the city to go to the game. They dropped me off to pick up the car, and they stayed and watched the game, and I came home and did grocery shopping and started laundry and all this stuff, which is a really good thing, because we'll tell you after why it's a good thing that I started doing laundry yesterday. But anyway, so Dallin did really great. He scored 2 goals, and he also got the game winner in overtime. So that was pretty exciting for him.
Quite an exciting game, back and forth action. Of course, with the big boys. So
yes,
and he held his own pretty good. So
well, I wasn't there to watch, but I was hoping I was supposed to go because there's another game tomorrow. So we were going to go watch, but I don't get to do that either. Which we'll tell you why.
Keep everybody in suspense a little bit longer. Yeah.
So this morning, of course, Roger's being the smart one, took the day off after coming back from travel. Right, and not me. Well, actually, he's got a little bit more vacation time.
There was no vacation time used. I told you this. No days off. I haven't had too many, right? Being the wonderful chef, I don't get too much time off, so I just accumulated a little bit. So
he accumulated some days off.
Right.
And
I did work out. Excuse me, I did assist for a bit first. Right. Anyways, I had the day off today.
So, and it's a good thing because he had to go to Selkirk today, which is about a 30-minute drive for.
Yeah. So this morning I dealt with the phone.
Manitoba. Yeah. Dealt with Shaylin's phone.
Got it off.
Got a new phone.
It's on the way to you, Shay.
Sent it express post. We had to insure it. Yes, we had to insure it to make sure that nothing happened, because that's Wilton's way, and it would happen that something would happen if we didn't insure it. So that was double the price, of course. But we had to buy out a contract. We had to do all this stuff. Whatever. It's done. She's going to have a phone in 2 days. She'll be back.
Rose gold, I think they call the color.
She'll be back to civilization or back to communication.
Cyber civil.
In 2 days, for sure.
Yeah.
So then this afternoon.
No, that was by lunchtime. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by lunchtime.
So then I finally settled in, and I'm going to do a little house chores.
And
the phone rang.
Yeah. Well, you sent a little message first, just.
Well, I possibly might have sent a little little blurb to the other West Coast, just indicating that there was a big bald guy hanging around with a hockey stick with nothing to do, and he was kind of hanging out. And then, no sooner did I press the send button.
It wasn't even. It was like 3 sentences. Season's over. He played with the Vicks. Glad you guys are doing well.
Goes Rockets, go.
Yeah, within 5 minutes.
Boom.
The phone rang. Now you can tell your story.
Well, the phone rang, and it was a very simple thing. So there was our good friend, Mr. Lauren Fry, in beautiful Kelowna. And the Kelowna Rockets were calling to see how he's doing, and then it was unfortunate the season came to an end, and I was telling him what he was up to, and no sooner I said, well, he's played. He says, we want him here, and so they wanted to bring Dallin up, and so I said, oh, that'd be great. It'd be good for a little experience for Dallin to play, to work or practice with the guys.
Something he was
get
talking
a little
about
bit of experience. He wanted just to hang out with the boys and just. Absorb and sponge in all that knowledge that one could get from this level of hockey and very top end coaches and stuff. And then I was corrected again. I said, oh, no, he's going to play. So Dallin,
And they wanted him to fly out tonight.
Yeah, they said, can you get him to the airport this afternoon? And I'm like, hold on a second.
And then that's when we run into some snakes. So, of course, with Dallin's season being almost over, the end of the season, you need new equipment, or, by the beginning of next season, you need new equipment. And earlier, when we were getting Shay ready to go to Montreal, we had to get her passport all renewed, and because Raj had lost her passport, so we had to go through some extra steps with that. And we said, and Dallin's expired at the end of February, so we said when we get back from Washington, we will get his passport to, get a new passport.
Yeah, just in case something he needs it at some point.
And we'll hold off on the new skates until he goes into summer hockey
or something,
right? And so boom, all of a sudden it's like, whoop, going to Kelowna. So we had to rush around, get a passport picture taken, get him to Selkirk, get him new skates because his skates wouldn't last.
Well, we used a tube of super glue.
Right. And so yesterday when I started doing laundry, thank goodness I did most of his laundry for while we were away, because his pants need to air dry so that they don't shrink because he's a tall guy. And so I did those yesterday. So now all I'm doing is packing for him today.
Because he's not going out this afternoon, but he's leaving at 9:45 tomorrow morning.
He's leaving 9:45.
Of course, we're an hour away from the airport, and you got to be an hour before that. So another early morning rise coming up, back to another airport, but this time we're going to put the big effort on the plane, and he's Kelowna bound with one stop in Calgary. And he'll be probably with the team tomorrow night. I do believe they're playing in Prospero.
Not till
Wednesday. And
so tomorrow
most likely not necessarily playing Wednesday night, but they say he'll probably play this weekend, which would be against Vancouver, in Vancouver.
So any friends out there?
Yeah, so anybody look up Kelowna Rockets, Vancouver Giants, Saturday night. And
Friday night in Vancouver, Saturday in Kelowna.
Right.
Yeah. So they're playing Vancouver back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Friday's in Langley, actually. Is that
where the rink is?
Yes.
I didn't know exactly. I know they moved their rink, so.
And Saturday they're playing at Prospero Place, but both against Vancouver. So.
And there's a good chance either one or both those games he'll be suited up and spinning around.
But he's going, and that's what he's
I would say something about the Kelowna Rockets, class organization, and to this day have never steered us wrong. Always very truthful and straight up about what's going on. So I believe when they say that he will play, he's going to play for those games anyhow. And of course, playoffs is they're going to keep him and play him in the playoffs. And so Dallin's season is not over.
No.
The second season begins.
We're instantly becoming empty nesters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
But we got your mother and father. They can come and visit lots, right? We'll make sure
they're
the
here
wine
visiting
stuff.
now.
Yeah,
They just
they're over
walked in
here.
a little while ago.
Yeah.
Watching us live.
Yeah.
We've never had anybody watch us live
No,
before.
Dad's watching Washington, Winnipeg. I think he's upset because I think Winnipeg is catching up. So, of course, he's always for the other guy, so
Right.
he's probably a little disappointed. But
Right.
the rest of us are all go Jets go. I think Alani scored again, so he's on a streak. He's trying to keep up with Ovi. Ovi's doing well. So, yeah, hockey in the Wilton house always. So.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I'll be
empty nesting.
Empty nesting.
Yes.
All by myself. I got
Tomorrow.
lots to do, I guess. So.
And then, well, I believe we got our other son.
We do have Taryn.
Yes, Tarowski should be popping onto
done work, so he'll be.
Well, it's lingering. It was supposed to be done a day ago, and now it's 2 more days. But he should be here this weekend.
Coming for a visit only, though.
A quick one.
Because he's not giving up his apartment.
No. He's going to hook up with his parents for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably give his grandparents 15 minutes, and then he's going off to see his buds and whoop it up a little bit in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And then he's back to Virgin. So, and then we'll probably.
He'll pop in and out of our world.
Right, so it's a different thing.
And the great thing is that if Dallin does play, he's got family in Vancouver. He's got an older brother, Christopher, so Chris is already trying to wheel and deal to get the night off from work.
Think he's more excited than the rest of us.
He can make it to Langley to watch his brother play.
Yeah.
And we've also got Roger's sister and their family out in Abbotsford, so hopefully they'll be able to make it, and we're just hope that Dallin plays, that's all. Well, if not, they can see him and catch up with him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the whole experience, right? It's just being able to be with the guys and practicing with them, and again, being a sponge and just absorbing all that there is to offer. These are world-class coaches, and
and the really weird thing is that over the weekend we got an email saying we had to register school, or we got course selections. I'm not allowed to say that. We got course selections that had to be picked out. So,
can't say school.
Yeah, I could say school. You got something on your chin, though.
Oh,
anyway, it's just really weird. It's our feet haven't hit the ground running. I mean, our plane landed at 10:10 in the morning yesterday, and we haven't stopped. So, but we thought we'd just come on here, give a little recap of our.
No, it's not so little now. We're sure chewing up time. We're almost like a sitcom here. Hold on, stay tuned, folks. We got a couple of commercials.
Give a little recap of our Washington trip and what's on the horizon for us, because
Well, learning to cook for two. It's going to be tough since
I'm
a volume chef, and we've always cooked for many people, but just two. So it's just 2 chicken breasts and a couple pieces of broccoli and. Yeah, it's going to be weird, but we're excited for our family. I mean, our kids are very mobile and in tune and doing their thing, and very happy for all of them. I mean, Shaylin's having a great experience out in Quebec, and Alan's hockey, and Taryn is doing well in Virgin, and Chris in Vancouver, and just you and I here.
Cook for Cindy's coworkers, Lisa says.
Oh, yes, I guess so, eh?
He cooks
boiled eggs, maybe, ladies.
He cooks some
proper
mad
boiled
egg, Lisa.
Yeah.
For sure.
I could cook I could go there. I could go to the hospital on my day off, maybe, and cook some lunch, or just I'll bring some in, like a picnic.
Bring some in, for sure.
Sure, absolutely. Why not?
That'd be awesome. Anyway, thanks for coming on here and joining us, and we'll keep you posted on.
What could happen in the next 7 days? I mean,
I mean that's only happened in 34 hours, and our heads are spinning. So
but at least we got a good night's sleep in our beds last night.
We did. It was nice. Although it's nice to travel, it's always nice to come home.
It certainly is.
So anyway, take care, and we'll talk to you.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody who's tuning in tonight. I mean, there's a massive list going on, so we've got some people that really enjoying this. So I hope you guys do, and drop a 2 if you are.
Make sure you look up there, Raj.
Well,
he keeps looking at the screen.
Well,
you like looking at yourself, don't you?
Well, when you're as handsome as I am, got the looks.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we will come live maybe sometime this week, and if not, for sure next Monday.
Monday.
So, all right. Take care. Love you all.
Bye.
Cindy and Roger out.